It look like you an Ishmaelite. Your religion is some bullshit. Your Quran is some watered down bullshit, some plagiarism that come from the Bible. You and your whole nation going into slavery. Me and my brothers gonna use our daughters as concubines, fuck toys. Them bitches gonna be cooking and cleaning and doing manual labor and taking hard dick every day.
Yeah, I'm right.
And you gonna be sitting somewhere in the field working, getting your shit busted every day. Fuck you. You gonna understand in your next lifetime if you go back to Ishmael, you fucked up. You gonna remember that fuck up. I promise you. Do spill power, you how about some shot. You got your whole nation and the other 16 nations right along with you. All of your funky asses going into slavery. Go kill yourself and expedite the shit.
I can see. All right. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. It's Brother Mawad, Brother Makan, out here in Saginaw, Michigan, bringing out this gospel, this truth, to edify the hopefully lack of Yahshua, Israel, so-called blacks and Americans and Latinos, okay, to give the children of Israel a warning of the impending judgment that's coming in the Great Babylon, America, to let our two-thirds know this is not your place of rest, that you need to repent and return back to Yahweh Shema Shai, who the word ignorantly called God and Jesus, and also let these nations know, especially you crackers out there, you Edomites, that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to send his only begotten Son, the Mashiach, fuck your ass up, and that's just the way it's going to be. Before we get started here, let's turn to the east, give all glory on to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors the teachers, elders, and apostles of great most soon, likewise, brothers putting on this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to brothers and sisters doing again, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, here we are right now, close to that wicked holiday, what they call Thanksgiving, which is Thanksgiving. And any of you niggas and spicks out there, okay, celebrating that shit, which you're already seeing all these people going out there grabbing that turkey, ham. May the Lord judge your ass with some type of disease from that doggone pork meat. You're not supposed to be eating that.
Right.
They're getting ready, fretting about the fact that, they may not have enough money to celebrate Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving, as we like to call it, and Christmas, okay? Instead of looking at the season that we're in, which is a season of judgment, okay? This cracker already showing his hand right now, straight up. He don't give a shit about you. He doesn't give a crock about you, okay? Let's go into, let's start off with Jeremiah 4 and 22. And let's see the description of the Lord has given, okay, his people. And, there was a point in time that we were in the world too where we were foolish, okay? But this is what the majority of our people are, the state of mind that they're in. It says, this is verse 20, it says, how long shall I see the stand and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. Sottish means you're stupid, you're retarded. You don't learn your lesson. I mean, this man teach you in school, slavery. Of course, he sugarcoat it, water it down, but nonetheless, yeah, romanticize it, making it look like we were the ones that wanted to go into that, okay? And yet still, a lot of you jakes out there cold-heartedly holding this man dear and close to you. And yes, we're going to get into you other camps out there, you niggas out there that, maybe you took the bite, and maybe Esau just came and just intimidated your ass. Because they can trust me, their people can look through a camera and they can feel your spirit that you're a pussy, right through how you stand up there and talk. If y'all send cryptic message to them, hey, if you offer me the bite, maybe I might take that, And so they come to you, okay? But they can look and they can see lions and kings, men with a rulership mentality, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. Okay, we don't like you. We're not supposed to like your ass. You don't like us. We don't need you to like us. Okay? The reality is that you're a slave. You just don't know it yet. Okay, it says, and they are not understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. Okay, and what's that good, man? Okay, our only duty is to do what? Serve Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. That's it. Okay? Yeah, you and our spiritual Sodom and Egypt, where you have to get up, you gotta go to work, and when you work around these doggone Edomites, with males. And I'm not paranoid, but I think it's when a cracker dude is next to me, like that, I was starting this way because I don't like my buttocks, so to speak, okay, facing a cracker man. Because it's come on, we know they're natural sodomites, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Natural sodomites.
Weird by nature. Weird by nature. There's no such fornicator such as Esau, sexually amoral, a weirdo, a freak, a fairy by nature. That's why you push fairy laws. You make it okay for somebody to be a sodomite because you want some of your backside or you want to ride in your mouth.
Yeah, isn't that what's going on right now with the current prince of or king of Babylon? Okay, here's this guy talking make America great again, but in the meantime, he giving Bubba some fellatio, so to speak.
Young Billy, I saw that, bro. Damn, I should have put that on my channel. I got a video of him got Bill Clinton under his arm. And he patted his joint. I said to myself, man, who are we under?
Yeah.
He popped this about 6 or 7.
There it is right there. Okay, I mean, this is Esau's favorite thing. Imagine, man. And we as Jakes, we have that masculine spirit. We like the men of the Lord. We like pussy. We don't like, you know what I'm saying? And Jake like pussy in general. But here's this doggone Crockett. This is what he used to do to us. And see, like when you put this stuff out, we gotta kind of like do our videos like PG or G rated, because when you put pictures like this up there and you show the history, you call this man out for what he's done. Okay, YouTube like to take down your videos or go, well, that's not edifying. You didn't say you didn't say what you were going to say, and it's not educational. We're not here to educate your ass, so to speak. We're here to tell you about your damn judgment. This is not lawful for a man to be getting with another man. Okay, so this is it right here, Jakes. This is what you got to look at. All right? So we didn't make this up because it is in the scripture or what this man would do. Anything on?
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given as a punishment to you Israelites into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. The faces of the judges of all existence is Yahweh Shai. 2 melanated beings. The scriptures in Daniel describe the ancient days as being a so-called quote-unquote black man, a sardine stone, but yet it's still you got the pictures of the Most High and Adam with the micro penis touching fingers. That's some Renaissance white people dumb shit. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If this ain't the wicked of the Bible, where and who is he? It's you so-called white people with your fairy laws. For you Jakes, you sit up and you celebrate their holidays, but they take you down.
Well, see, this shows that this man don't have any talent. Now, how many of you out there work with these Edomites? Okay, they're in a position of authority over you, like supervisor. They're always looking to get above you. And if you actually above, let's say you super talented, okay, because it ain't no surprise or it's well known amongst Jakes. You have to be 5 or 6 times smarter than a cracker to make half of what they make.
Yeah.
Okay. And then even if you get into that position, okay, and you making things right, you're making a lot of damn money, you can always have one walk up to you and go, oh, you're using affirmative action.
Last high, first five.
Okay, or you got that position because it's affirmative action, or they have to meet their quota because it's because they ain't no choice. Esau don't have no damn choice but to have a Jake in that position in order for their corporation to survive. Okay, where's the scripture where it talks about we would have healed Babylon? Okay, you see, yeah, because what you're seeing going on right now, why these businesses are going out, and why you have a lot of corporation falling, is because here it is, you come in there, you're highly qualified. You know, we all have slave names. Okay, if I was to tell you what my actual slave name is, okay, and you didn't see me, you would think that I was Italian. So that should give you an insight of what my actual slave name is.
Okay,
So then when they see that, they see your credentials and all that stuff, and then when you show up like, oh, it's a nigga, you know, it's a nigga. And they literally will laugh your ass out there. They're disgusted. No way in hell we're gonna put a nigga in that position. Okay, so they don't bring in the qualified, you know, people really into these businesses. Their white privilege has allowed them to put morons, dumb motherfuckers, okay, in these positions. And now you wondering why the place is falling. You wonder why the business is going out like that. You have a damn caveman in the position running the corporation, man. How the fuck you think the doggone shit is gonna work? In the meantime, Jake have to sit down on the side and pound the young monkey ass and go, okay, yeah.
And they got to deal with nepotism. But the crazy part about it is this: a lot of people don't know and understand. It's the reason why these people, pedophiles and whatnot, in the military, I mean, in the government, taking heed. The same people that got off the Mayflower, they was a dregs of society when they came over there. That's why they got shipped over here. They was a piece of shit and rapists. So therefore, that's the same people who running this place right now. This Jeremiah 5:51-9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You Israelites, forsake her, and you the heathen. Let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reach unto heaven, as he be lifted up into the sky.
Oh man, I can't wait for you, dog. I can't wait for you, doggone chinks. Okay, you damn piss drinking asshole eating fucking doggone Hamites. Okay, yep. You fucking Africans. Okay, and who else are there? You damn desert monkeys. You doggone Ishmaelites, and you Elamites. Okay, minus okay the speckled birds amongst them who are they suffering too. Okay,
the untouchables.
Okay, you know, but I'm talking about the untouchables like that. The ones over here proud like that. Because I'm telling you, because I lived up in the Bay Area, up around Silicon Valley area, and you should see how these doggone motherfuckers, how they would look at your ass like, you don't belong here.
Wow.
Okay, you don't belong here. Why are you here? How you can live up here? You know? See, they're proud because they all live in a damn bubble. Imagine, your slanty-eyed motherfuckers come over here, and just say that you get a doggone loan, just like that you walk into corporate America, you can get a six-figure job, just like that you can have your own little, you know, your own little suburban neighborhood, or you can live around the whites, and you know they see you as the low threat minority, which was not the minority, okay, low threat minority, you know, someone that's enhancing society, and you come on and then you see people like us, you know. Our people are, you know, they're strong on drugs. You know, they're lost. They've given up hope. Okay, and if you do get into it like that, you got to either be one or two things to that. Either they had no choice to bring your ass in, or you're some friggin' faggot Jake. Yeah. Okay, or you're gonna be a seller or coon or an Eve. You can't even be a damn real man. So of course they can look down at you. They didn't spend 500 years busting their ass, getting the crap beat out of them like we did, okay? And then throwing in the doggone corner, drug the hell up, and every time you try to get in the damn feet, they beat you down. So they look down on you. What's wrong with these people? And they're proud as hell, boy.
And they sit there and lick the wounds, because we under these damn curses, make all kinds of money off you, sell you bullshit, you go to the enemy of one of all things. If you can explain it, you would give him the game, give it to him raw, and he still ain't gonna listen. So carry on, Jacob. This shit gonna come to an end soon, bro.
Yeah. And I like this Isaiah 19. Let's go to Isaiah 19 because you're gonna see this, and this is gonna be a shock. And I knew a lot of these other because I had to work with them, and you know the line of work I was into. I had to work with them, and what they don't see is this coming, okay? This is Isaiah 19, 7 verse 14 said, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they had caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. How the hell do you turn around and put tariffs, okay, on the product that's supposed to be cheap on a country that you turn around and you gave the manufacturing ability or your patent, okay? And I'm talking about the Moab, okay, or the so-called Chinese. You say you're gonna make America great again. I just passed through Detroit. I haven't seen a city look that destituted in America, man. It looked like a nuclear bomb went off in that damn place. It's so destitute and so
like a dilapidated house.
all kinds of shit, man.
That's messed up.
Yeah, and that place was known, for manufacturing. Okay, this used to be a manufacturing company up until the 80s when they started shipping it overseas. And now, he's saying he's going to bring it back. How the hell are you going to bring it back when most people will circle around the parking lot for 20 minutes to get the closest parking spot to the damn friggin' doggone supermarket or Walmart? Look at the size of these people, man. Huffing and puffing and breathing. You really believe you're going to get these people back in the manufacturing? And first of all, if you're going to do that, why in the hell would you take the people that actually can do the job right now? He's rounding up Jakes in these different cities. The people who actually do the work. Okay, so-called blacks, so-called Latinos and Hispanics.
You speckle birds too. Bust your ass every day. And some of y'all some coons too. I'm gonna say it for what it is.
So they're not making coherent decisions. They're making stupid decisions because the decision isn't for the people. They said, what does it say? Rocky Paraphrase says, he does evil himself, who would he be good to? Huh. And you crackers, y'all in for a rude awakening, but let's go into this still. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which a head or tail, branch or rush may do. So from the top to the bottom, I just was reading, who was it? Hewlett Packard just let go 10,000 people. Because I actually know 2 people who actually got impacted by that. They got like master's degree in doggone cybersecurity, all kinds of certification to back them up. They got their ticket out. Like, we don't need you, man. We got AI that can do the job now. Okay, we got AI that can hack. We got AI that can block hackers or black hat. We don't need your ass, man. So that wipe a smile over that damn face. I'm like, okay. I say, well, were you surprised?
Yeah.
Huh? So the work is going to go, but that's not the worst part of it. As these people are crying, oh, I can't find no job on Indeed. That ain't nothing new, man. Yeah. That's something we experience all the doggone time. You put out like 500 resumes out there, and I'm talking when this place was kicking off good. You didn't get yourself up in depth. Get your education.
Then they look on the application and see a nigga name.
Oh my, but they actually did something with that where they had Forbes where they talk about they did some social experiment in regards to where they would use
names. Yeah,
the names, so white sounding names, and then the typical Keisha and all that stuff with that same credential. Yeah. In fact, they actually did it to where they actually made the credential for Keisha even higher, and yet still they called the dummy. Did you know right now, as a J, especially if you're a Negro? And if you don't know what a Negro is, that would be us. We're Negroes, in the world. You go to an Ivy League school, like say Stanford. You have as much chance to get a job as a crackhead cracker who has felonies, and have 1/6 of your skills. He still have a better chance of getting that job. And so they wonder why the hell the doggone shit is falling apart. We never was meant to have a fair shake here. You need to understand that. And when you spend 30, 40 years in the world before you awaken to this truth and understand who you are and why we're in this position, you're very frustrated. You're very frustrated. I did every doggone thing to make it here and I can't make it. And this is why you see that bewilderment is going on in these people face right now. Okay, especially Jakes, who's not listening to the prophets who are saying, no, this is what's supposed to happen, but this is actually a good thing. We need this to happen. We need this place to crash. We need this place to go down in order for us to go up, in the chariots, before this place is destroyed. Okay? And it says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and they should be afraid and fear because of the shaking the hands of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, which he shake. Oh, wait, when you think of a woman, and some women might say, well, I I'm tough, you know, we're not talking no dyke or no, what do you call those, stud? We're not talking with y'all like that, because all y'all can get fucked to it at the end of the day, when the time comes like that, all right? You still got a vagina between your damn legs, so don't get it twisted, okay? But it really means that it shows a spirit, because this place has a feminine spirit. It worships women empowerment. You get a Statue of Liberty, okay? It's a women of empowerment. Men are like women, okay? So that's a spirit that's going to be in, because a woman, she's simple, okay? She's simple in a way that, hey, I just need food, a nice soft bed, treat me good, or whatever cases like that. But she's not really a problem solver. That's the job of men. We ain't supposed to be like falling apart if you things ain't going up well for you like that. You look at it and go, man, you know what? Strap it on. I'll do without this. I'll do without that. You do without this and do without that. Yeah, I could live in my car for about 2 or 3 years. You know, save a dollar here and there. I don't need that damn color TV or shit like that. I can sleep on the damn ground.
That's right.
So you got to do what you got to do and kind of readjust.
But our forefather Jacob's used a stone for a pillow.
Yeah.
Like Jacob, Eve, you tougher than what you think. Your forefather wrestled an angel and was winning, even with a dislocated hip. You toughen up out this motherfucker.
It says, and the land of Judah should be a terror unto Egypt. I love this part right here. And the land of Judah should be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof should be afraid himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemel, which he had determined against it. Let me tell you something here. You crackers, you Edomites, and all you other tribes out here that have benefited, you dog nations. You know the Lazarus and the rich man, the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, how the dog scheme and they benefited. That's the reason why they can look at you with proud. How the hell you been over here a couple 100 years and you don't have a pot to piss in? Because you can't explain to these dogs about the curses that we're under. You can't explain that to them. They don't care. They only see it, the way the so-called white man has put it out there. Oh, you didn't go to school. Oh, you're a criminal automatically. You're a Negro, so you definitely selling drugs if you actually have a nice car. You definitely, doing something illegal if you have a decent house. Okay? So even if you do the right thing, they will somehow label your ass. Okay? They will somehow label your ass. And if you're not doing anything, then you're damn lazy. How the hell you been over here 5 centuries? And you don't have a pot to piss in, so they can feel proud because they can walk over here. But they don't understand. That's part of the plan of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay, to have you dog nations to come over here because y'all ain't worth shit. Y'all ain't worth shit. Y'all a future slave. Okay, y'all gonna go to slavery. But when you see Jakes out here who are in this world, they're not gonna be in the mindset of how we are, where we can look and go, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. We know some of us can get beheaded. We know some of us are gonna, we gonna go through some tough times and stuff like that. But that's all part of the Lord's plan. No, Jake is going to go crazy up here.
Yeah.
So, what is called a little Tokyo, little Vietnam, little Qingtown, all those little towns, that little bubble that these people live in, where they drive around in a doggone $150,000 car that they pay cash for, and they're looking down at you. You see them walking around. They don't even look over their damn shoulder because they don't feel no threat. Right now, they know damn well a nigga can't do shit to them because here comes white boy ready to pluck your doggone ass. And I know a lot of Jakes who are in the law enforcement, they will do everything they could to protect, these other tribes.
That's right.
Okay, they got a little monkey suit on, with a little badge and shit like that. They can do anything to protect them. So that's why they walk around proud. That's what they'll bump into you and everything like that. They'll bump into you. They show you no damn respect. And
it's a guy here. I know he was a slave catcher in the ancient world. A couple hundred years ago, I got into a situation out here, and I used to deal with a police officer for a long time. Man, they just wanted her the whole time. That's what they definitely was. Man, got caught in that motherfucker. He was gonna send me to the penitentiary. You hear me?
Yeah.
And he ain't give a fuck I was innocent or not. Nigga, your black ass going to the joint for this shit. You finna pay for this shit. I don't give a fuck if you was there or not. I hate Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob evil here in the coon.
Jake, who you think is underneath those masks?
Jake.
Laying hands on Jake, man. Like they can be like there's gonna be an exception. Then we're gonna go into that exactly. Esau is gonna freaking get up in their ass. They don't understand who they are. That's why I opened up the short assurance. So all the rest of you tribes, you're not safe in your little bubble that you're in right now. Because the only reason why Jake is the 2/3 are behaving themselves is because right now Esau, you serve a purpose. You can now throw food to them. That's the reason why when they did this experiment where they said they pretended like they were going to cut off SNAP and they were going to cut off the resources to Jake's. What's the first thing came out of Jake's mouth? Oh, I'm going up and that motherfucker. I'm walking on that bishop motherfucker wood. That's a 2/3 right there. See, the 2/3 is basically they're like a big bomb, like a dynamite, with a short little fuse right there. Because it's sawdish. How the hell do you think why do you think we're the toughest people on this earth? Why do you think we went into slavery so many doggone times? Ain't none of these nations can deal with it. And that's why when you talk about the parable of the Lazarus and the rich man, why he was crying like a doggone bitch going, please, Abraham, send Lazarus over here to dip his finger like to cool blood. Like, fuck you, man. Like, come on, seriously? And Abraham gave him that answer like, hey, man, in this life, in your life, you had good things and Lazarus all bad things, and now he's confident, man. So you Edomites, you can't take shit. You weak. Most of your troops are trained by Jakes. I serve in this military. Guess what my drill sergeants were? They were Jakes, man. They were Jakes.
And you isolate.
Doesn't matter which one of them say that.
You isolate that's out there and you going snatching up your brothers and sisters, you're gonna come back and you're gonna be ashamed of that whole shit.
Yeah.
I hope the Lord send the election.
I'm just doing my job.
Yep. I hope they fuck you up for that shit.
Of course Esau's gonna do it like that. Let me tell you something. Think of how he's a hunter. And let me tell you guys to find out. What I found out with dealing with these Edomites for 4 decades. They don't like an ass-kissing nigga. They like, Esau is a hunter. What they like, okay, is for you to buck up to them. I remember I was talking to this San Diego PD, and we was talking, he said, when they grab like the Moabites, they'll be driving in their nice cars and stuff, speeding and stuff, and they pull them over. They start crying before they even get them in the screw down. They start crying. So they said their favorite people that they like to arrest is so-called blacks. And I go, why is that? And this is a cracker cop that was telling me this. He goes, because blacks are more likely to raise hell, raise him out and fight. So a lot of them want to practice their chokehold.
Yeah.
Okay. They want to use that taser. And I go, well, okay, I get that, and y'all having fun with that, but then see the problem is y'all end up killing Jake because once Jake turn around and friggin' start whooping 2 or 3 y'all combined together. Okay. Y'all turn around, pull a gun, and then afterwards you cry innocent and go, you should just take a rest, and I fear for my doggone life. And this happened. There was a video that was out there. It was like, I think the video is maybe 10 or 15 years old. Two Jakes. They couldn't weigh more than maybe 140 pounds apiece. Okay, sitting down inside this diner, and these 3 cracker cops, they was inside there, and they started, muzzling into them, picking on them, whatever case they have. But anyways, a scoffle go. But these 2 Jakes, they whooped their ass. Whooped their ass. Do you know what happened? They was trying to grip them basically 25 plus years in the penitentiary. And if that video wasn't there, the camera in that restaurant wasn't there to show how this actually played out, those 2 Jakes, okay, would have gone to jail pretty much for the rest of their life. These Edomite cops, they were friggin' dug on in plain clothes, but they couldn't just stand these two brothers just sitting down there having a meal in Denny's.
Rising in the pot for this not so risk.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a crazy thing right there when the 2/3 get out there, when they're not realizing that the staying staff is going to be taken away from them. Actually, let's bring it out with the staying staff, okay? Because Deuteronomy 28 talks about the fact that we're going to have for all one of all things from this man. Okay, so Esau, even he has all the power. We get treated like shit. We still got to go to this man to borrow. We still got to go to this man for substancy. You got to go to this man to get a license and married to, you paying taxes on every one thing you got. We still got to go to this man. So the Lord set it up so that we still have to depend on this man. Okay, we don't have that independent wealth. That's why they burn down what was it? What they call it, Black Wall Street, but in Tulsa, they burned it down. You're gonna see a lot of these celebrities sooner or later. They're gonna get Esau's gonna turn their back on them. What Puff Daddy? He's sitting in prison right now. Okay, imagine that you go from so cheap, okay, to that nasty ass. And if any of you brothers or sisters have ever been arrested before, been in the camp for a night or two or a week or a couple of weeks or whatever case like that, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, that shit stinks. Okay,
That's fucked up.
okay. R. Kelly, he did the exact same thing these perverted crackers do.
Yeah.
He sit beside there. Okay, but when you look at their background and you look at what they was doing on there, they were doing things that was not pleasing to the Lord Yahweh Shai. They were practicing sodomy, man.
Under the whole heaven. What happened to Jerusalem may happen to another nation. Then you got a nigga, again, Deacon Dumbass and Brother Highside talking about the other nations don't make it.
How the hell are they gonna make it? The meek shall inherit the earth. We're the meek. They go, how y'all could be meek? You know, y'all all speaking about violence against the other nation. We didn't speak violence against the other nation. We speak of that judgment. The Lord Yahweh Shai is bringing that judgment to us.
Balance.
Okay, it has to be balanced. So look what happened to us. Don't y'all have any type of compassion? Compassion for who? Why do you want me to have compassion for a man that put our people, that dis our people? Take a look at this close and you see it says, hit the nigga baby. This is what they was doing in the doggone 60s, man. So anytime these people walk up and they want to argue with you and tell you, well, can we all get along? Hey, this ain't no Rodney King evangelism, okay? I don't want to get along with you. I will follow your laws, okay? Minus the shit that's a perversion. But I don't want to get along with you. I can work beside you. But in the mindset, okay, this isn't an equal opportunity for you to get into the heavenly kingdom. Hit the nigga baby, feeding our kids to the alligator, making stumps a little bit, and then send it around. So you guys out there that are doing that are talking about, you know, the other nations can come in on your inheritance. Why would you want them to come on to it? Hasn't Esau had enough? Would you want to give him your stuff?
Absolutely not. I want his ass. I got a precept for you. This Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are expected of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him, them Edomites that smote them, the tribes. But they shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Shai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. It's over with, Edom. You gotta pay for your buck breaking. No matter what them other camps say, you other nations, you out of there. There's nothing to be said about it. It's Isaiah 3 and 1. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Shai, the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Shai of hosts, they'll take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the state and the staff, and the whole state of bread, and the whole state of water. The mighty man, the man of war, the judge, the prophet and the prudent, and the ancient, the captain of 50, the honorable men, the counselor, the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator. In other words, everybody here, you're gonna get it if you didn't repent. If you're part of the nation of Israel.
Yeah, they can take it away like that. Don't be surprised when you see Paul Chucky pastor, you know, lose his church. You know, they can accuse him of tax evasion. Okay, yeah, and IUIC and Genesis and all y'all like that who like to sell merchandise. Guess what? Esau's gonna tax you monkey ass for that shit, man. Okay. And a lot of you have not really delved deep enough and really done your doggone research enough to like understand when you deal in business like that. When you're talking about NPO, okay, nonprofit organization, there's no such thing. You will pay taxes. Okay? They have a whole lot of clauses and stuff that's in there to where they're gonna come back and go, well, you didn't, and they can change the laws. You see, okay, you have what, 613 laws?
Yeah.
How many laws does the United States have? What, 10,000?
And then you can change them on a whim.
And they can change it on the web. Oh yeah, well, this is an emergency law that we enacted back then, like, okay, well, we can come and grab your house from you, you know, and use it for military purposes and stuff. That, oh yeah, we can come in there, your vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what this man can doggone do. He doesn't serve and just. So you got to understand that you can't trust him. You can't trust in this doggone man. It says, this is Proverbs 16 and 5. It says, everyone that is proud and hard is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh Shai. Well, who's proud?
White man.
Yeah.
And he proud about what he did to your black nigga ass.
Oh boy, they love it, man. I don't know if any of you experienced it before, but especially when I first had, uh, you know, back in the early 1990s, I was living up in New England, and literally, I was like a Hershey Kiss chocolate in a big tub of doggone milk. That just goes to show I never seen anyone else that was my color. I was married at that point in time to an Edomite, and I'll go into about for you, Jason. I want to deal with Edomites and stuff. I can give you some horror doggone story because an Edomite woman, especially she likes the black man, ain't nothing more than a friggin' super Keisha, okay?
Yeah.
She's a Keisha. She's a Keisha. She's a nigga, super nigga bitch with all the friggin' doggone cracker privilege.
And my car, your ass
okay. Okay, marinate on that like that. Imagine she likes the chocolate. She likes all that stuff. But anytime she knows if you look at her the wrong way, she can call Mr. White Man to come and put your ass in the spirit world.
And you funky ass Israelite foreigner bitches too who look like Esau Edom. You do that bitch ass shit too.
Oh yeah, they do that crap like that.
And then you run around this motherfucker with 5 and 6 kids with 5 and 6 different dicks. We can see who you are, you a boy.
Okay, and if you travel enough like that, okay, yeah, we have Jake scatters across and they like that, but okay, the passport bros that is going over there, when you meet those bitches in Thailand and stuff like that, they just Keisha's over there, okay? And then they go over there and simping to them. Well, why you think the local man over there ain't dealing with these chicks? Because they're hoes, okay? And you coming over there teaching a chick that's freaking going to worth 25 cents in American currency, okay, like she's some fucking royalty. You gotta go watch these YouTube videos and see how these doggone bitches walking around the day and the shit. Why? Because basically your $2, it takes them about freaking 3 weeks to make that kind of money. So she's like, oh, she eating big over there. Okay, because the passport bros are simping. Passport bros, that's old shit. Been there, done that crap from fucking 25 years ago, okay? That's old shit. They just use up YouTube right now to expose it. Okay? There ain't nothing special about them either. They ain't gonna cook for your ass either. Trust me on that shit. They're not gonna cook for your ass. Okay? Me want some money and you gotta pay for the whole family. You ain't just, when you deal with a Thai woman, you ain't just deal with her. You deal with her whole family. So you better be prepared to freaking go and put choo-choo, moochoo, eat, whatever the hell their name is. Okay? And you gotta pay for that damn life. Okay? Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so it ain't what you think they are, but I'm not gonna go in there and tell you about that, all that stuff all there like that. All right. So that is to say like that, all the Eve, the so-called black women, you got a small percentage, particularly your sisters in this, and there's gonna be more that's gonna be drafted in. The Lord, Bashmasha is gonna save them. There's still opportunity. Okay, there's still opportunity, but the man of the Lord will have options. Keep our options open.
Yeah,
Oh, it says, no hand join in hands, he shall not be unpunished. I want to save the white man. Oh my goodness. Now look here. When you're in the world, now, I can tell you, like, I'm not gonna give up my age, but let's say I've been around when everything you look on TV, like Good Times and all that stuff, you see how, JJ them come running around there. And I used to watch it on TV and go, damn man, when you watch like the black comedy, like it looks so poor. And they always hustling, like Sanford and Son and living in the, their business is garbage, junkyard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch All in the Family and all these other like white shows and stuff like that. Boy, I used to wish you was white. I remember when I was a kid, I used to always say, man, I want to be white. And then they go, oh, how do I be white? Oh, you need to take Ambi.
Okay.
Oh,
I remember that.
If you're from Yard, if you're a Benjamite, you'll know what I'm talking about. You go take Ambi and the Ambi soap, and you go wash yourself and try to bleach yourself. Neutrogena, yeah. And try to slick your hair back to try to get that doggone wet look. Yeah. Okay. And light and having a light skin was the biggest was the deal because they make you feel inferior. Like Michael Jackson, why the hell do you think he bleached his skin and chopped his doggone nose off and hacked himself up like that? Because he was dealing with people when they say we want you to be international. You cannot be international with a big, Joseph Jackson nose, and Jerry Curl, we need to get you to, get your hair nice and long, and wear women's clothing, and keep changing your doggone nose. And when he did that, when you saw him go from Thriller to Bad, there was a big difference in how he looked, man.
Months, bro.
Big difference in how he looked.
Who else? Sammy Sosa. That was shameful as a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. he went like that because, and he got much more accepted across the earth based on the fact that his skin color was closer to what the enemy is like that. He was able to function. That's why they was coming up against him. But then when you take a look at the Temptations and, you go back to like the doo-wop guys and everything that who were really talented.
Shit, just think about the late 60s and the 70s. Everybody walking around big afro, bell bottoms, all slim and trim.
It didn't get as much notoriety.
Yeah.
It didn't get that notoriety. Okay, because basically you're trying to look at like the people that are in authority over you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I asked one sister one time I was working with this is like about 10 years ago. I go, why you keep putting that doggone artificial hair on your head? And this was new to me because this was new to me probably up until maybe 25 years ago. Because, and you see this newer generation, like now they just put that artificial hair until all there is left is a piece right here on the head. Just that's it. That's all in the head right there. And you see them just like the whole time they're scratching, they're just, you put that mop on the head and it's just like, they go from doggone feeling insecure to like dazzling, like Rapunzel.
And they're thinking they slanging that shit.
Yeah, they're slinging it around, like the doggone Rapunzel, man. It's like, it's just still, you can get that in the kingdom, man. You can get that back. Yeah. But her answer to me was, well, you know how they look at you. So imagine that you can't even walk around with your bald head.
Can't beat them to 'em.
You can't walk around with your bald head. You know that this beard that we wear in our face is intimidating.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not smiling. They look at you very different, man, when you walk around with this beard. Okay? Because this man like to have that girlish looking type boy. That's why they like to have you shave your face. Nice and smooth, because he's all like little boys.
That's why you pick them girls that look like little 12-year-old boys.
Yeah.
No body at all.
Yeah, no flat ass.
Yeah.
That's why you see they have a lot of these doggone sex trafficking and stuff like that. They go see to these Southeast Asian countries and going for like doggone toddlers, literally toddlers.
Oh, fucking cracker on some young boy. Weird, man.
Unbelievable. Okay? So they're gonna get punished, even though you join hands with them, even though you feel like you can save them. Okay? And for you other camps out there that are not going into prophecy, not telling Esau, you're going to go into slavery. It's your judgment. We weren't supposed to go into slavery, but we went into slavery for our disobedience. Esau, you have to go into slavery. There has to be a balance. But you're not just going to go into slavery. You're going to get treated horribly. You're going to get double. Oh God, it's going to be so bad for y'all. Because imagine you're sodomite, you're a natural faggot. But
let me get real. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator, or sexually amoral weirdo, freak or fag, or profane person, as Esau, a Shashua, you red pitch, no color, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All for nothing.
Which was never yours to begin with.
Oh man, you took the words right out of my mouth.
That was never yours to begin with. Y'all about Shemashai said basically y'all didn't, neither of us had committed anything. But he already said that he hated Esau and he loved us. We're loved. Get used to it. So we're telling you, okay, there's not gonna be no cohabitation. Okay, Yahushua is not gonna come here and go, you know what, Esau? I'm going to give you Australia. Now, y'all stay in Australia. We're going to still trade with you, but I'm going to have you stay in Australia. The Hebrew Israelites going to have the rest of the world, but you stay all going down there in Australia and you rule Australia. They ain't going to be that way. He's going to come down there, and that's why it talks about the destruction, man. Lay down your cities for what? For your perpetual hatred of the children of Israel. Okay? Northern and Southern Kingdom. And for you Latinos and Hispanics out there that you might have a little light skin, and if you still are on the wall about who you are, because a lot of y'all don't really want to deal with this. You really, really don't. I mean, I get up when I'm out there in El Paso, and I stand out there on a really busy main road right there. And even if one do come out and stop like that, and you show them a 12 tribe sign and go through like that, they still can't comprehend the fact that ye are gods, but you will die like men. We're gods, dumbass. But here's this man now grabbing you up off the street, and now some of you come to the turn like, maybe I speak with an accent, and now they just grab me because I have an accent. Duh, who's telling you that they hate you?
Yeah.
And they still have hope. That's the one thing about it. Imagine you just getting your ass constantly whooped, and you still have hope that you're going to get somehow treated. You're still looking for equality, Jake. Why are you looking for equality? We're not equal to them. They're not equal to us.
One tribe that break my heart. Issachar, bro. Issachar going to break his goddamn back and body and everything he can to get up and go to work for these motherfuckers. Women got dog hair on her head. I know a bunch of Issacharites who know who they are according to this book and sit there and just don't do shit. One Issacharite, she knew about this before I did. I've been in this like 7 years. The first time I ever heard that fake name Yahuwah, it came from her. She knew. All she cared about is seeing her son play college basketball and see if he gonna make it to the league. And no, he not, because he ain't have no talent like that. It's just sad, man. It's truly sad.
And you know what it is too? They love this. This is why you see them holding the rosary. You know, they worship. You see out there in Brazil with the big tall statue out there. Okay, and then they have it right here. Cecil Borgia right here. Yep. See, that's what these see all these faggots on this? All these faggots on there. Okay, they got you doing this stuff. Okay, earth is giving the hands to the wicked.
Idolatry.
Okay, they got you thinking. Okay, even though the scripture, you know, this is supposed to be a Christian nation, a country that's built on Christianity and, you know, righteousness and all that stuff. Yes, so they don't know, okay, the appearance, the physical appearance of the Most High and the Son. And it's written in the book, okay? Described as colored stones,
right.
Okay? And then even burnt brass. Yeah. Even described it here. And yet still, they're giving you, okay, this pasty, pale, blue-eyed, doggone demon and telling you that this is the Mashiach, okay? Then in the movies, you had the movies, The Ten Commandments with Charlton Heston, okay? Supposedly, the slaves were doggone all white, and the Pharaoh was white, and Moses was white. Wait a minute.
Moses put his hand on his book and left it white as snow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I played a work I was doing 10 years ago. I was playing golf. Okay, with the basically he was a CIO. Okay, Chief Information Officer. So I'm playing golf with them like that, and we're out there. I can't play golf for shit, but then hey, this is what you gotta do when you're working on the contract and they're paying you decent. This is how you have to do. Okay. So I'm out there, okay, hitting the ball, and I hit the ball, and I just hit the ball and look at wherever. And so he looked at this bunch of Edomites. They look and go, "You don't get sunburned?" I go, "No, I don't get sunburned." They all change colors, doggone red, like literally the color of this garment that I have on like that. Okay, and we only had been out there barely 30 minutes. So how the hell? I've been over there in the Middle East. I've been in Afghanistan. I can tell you how hard it is. Okay. How the hell, for 400 years, you think these Edomites are going to be out there freaking doing over? Y'all see how they look when they stand for the damn sun?
That 1,000 years is going to be hard on
Their skin can't take it, man. The skin can't take it. Okay? So when you talk about the color of white, which we all went to school, this is white. Now you imagine, if their skin color is like more like what, a reddish pink, right? So they get a little bit of pigmentation, and they still get sunburned and then all this lotion they're trying to rub on them, stuff like that. If you were white, you basically if you go in the sun, you probably just like just catch a fire.
Yeah.
Okay?
May
Like,
as well.
you know, there's no way in hell if you were really white that you would be able to go in the doggone sun. Okay? And there was a movie called Powder. Remember that movie Powder?
Yes. Yes.
That was white. And you see the fact that he was always constantly covered.
Yeah.
What happened to Michael Jackson? You think when he used to walk around with an umbrella? Why you think he walks around with an umbrella? When you mess with your doggone pigmentation with Ambi and that soap, and there's rumors that he had like a big bucket of the doggone Ambi, and he used to like practically like just walk all through his doggone, you know, his body. That jacks with your pigmentation. This is what's happening in India, in the Philippines, where they're saying this, the skin bleaching process is causing skin cancer and all kinds of problems.
Didn't DJ say a few years ago we need to bring more people from Norway in here? We need to lighten it up a little bit. Now some of you people from Norway, y'all go back to our people, the Vikings and shit, but y'all think they was crackers and all of those shit. No, they wasn't. My daughter, mama, people from Norway, man, she from the Southern King. Fuck out of here.
You know,
Shit's crazy. But you actually love these people, and that don't mean you no good. Never have and never will. All they did was put their foot in your ass during slavery, beat your nationality out of you, turn their foot sideways, gave you some bullshit to believe in, so you keep fucking up and going off. And then the Lord, Yahweh puts your forefathers out there on the street corners, and you shun them and shit on them and do them dirty, just like you did in the ancient world. You can't make it up.
but you know what? But you know what's most grievous about it? We expect that from Jakes them out there in the world that will walk by you. You know, they're more concerned about having a job. They're more concerned about, you know what do y'all have to offer? Because when you look at us, what do you get? We don't have a corporation. We can't give you a job or give you, you know, stocks. So they're gonna be in that mindset. But it's you doggone niggas that know Yahweh Bashmi Ashai, that are intentionally misleading our people. It's y'all that really is it's a grievous sore, okay, in this ministry, because Esau at the end of the day, when he has you bow down like that, he don't have no respect for you. He don't have no respect for you. I should bring it up where those who are it will be in
Giving them to covetousness.
yeah, no, those who are given they will be under derision. They'll be under
We
derision.
had under the original. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Let me get you one before I do.
Okay, because like I said earlier, they don't like you. Esau's a hunter. That's why they like to go after the prey. The big prey is a lion. They like a challenge, man. They don't have no respect for you when you bow down. When you turn around and they can come to you and compromise you with some money. Look what happened with Judah. They're like, nigga, you ain't get your 30 shit. Get the hell out of here. We don't need you no more. That's what they can do to you. They don't have no respect for you. They like a challenge. Who they really want. They want the man that'll really stand up bold, who's saying like, man, fuck you, man. At the end of the day, your money ain't gonna mean shit. We just gotta wait it out. Go ahead.
It's Titus 1:7 and Titus 1:11. For a bishop must be blameless. The men who we learned this from, they gave us this in true righteousness and in sincerity. And fuck how you feel about it. As a steward of the Most High Yahweh, not self-willed, not soon angry, not given to wine, nor striker, nor given to filthy lucre. Because our elders and apostles don't ask us for nothing. If you pay your tithes, you just pay them. This is Titus 1:11 for Genesis, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake, all for some money in a collapsing economy.
Because they don't believe. The reality is they don't believe and they don't fear Yahweh Bashim Shai. They've lost patience. That he had a derision. Those who join us, I think had a derision. Okay, so they don't believe and they've lost patience. They see, because you have if you took the shirt off right now, And they didn't have a platform to go out there and get all of the accolades or whatever the case like that. And they're not, it ain't like they get like 1 million subscribers or something like that. Like what, you get 10,000 subscribers, 15,000 subscribers, some what, 10,000 views. Because who was it brought out a lesson the other day? It was the brother GMS, GMS,
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna buy it. I mean,
about, yeah. Who brought out is, a lot of jakes are watching for entertainment, man.
oh, that is horrible.
But they're watching for entertainment. These guys are very entertaining. This is why you with IUIC and a lot of us came through, you started watching with IUIC. I remember that's how first time I heard of it, that I was Hebrew Israelite was through IUIC. They used to blow the horn, tell the jokes and all that stuff. Guess how long that held my attention for?
About 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, very short time. And when they couldn't come and entertain me anymore, I just stopped watching them. They were entertaining. I didn't learn a damn doggone thing until one day I just stopped watching. And one day I saw these three guys sitting in a couch. And they opened up with something. And it struck me. They said, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. I've never heard it before, but it struck me like, what did they say? And they were using, some tough words. And I'm going to tell you who they are. They're a GMS group called Mystery of the Kingdom, the Trilogy. They were the first, that was my first introduction to the real truth.
But
The brother Amaram. And they were using I never heard someone use the word fuck with a holding the Bible in their hand. I was like, what? I can't believe it. And I was like, someone cursed with the Bible? I never heard someone use the word fuck with the Bible in their hand. So then I held off and I watched it again. And they came back with it. You know what? You know how I know I had the truth? I got scared.
That's right. That's right.
I've never been that scared in my life. And this was right around the pandemic, the pandemic time. That was the first time I had fear in my life.
Mm-hmm. That's
what the words that came out of their mouth. I never heard it spoken like that before. All the while up to that point, I was never in the church. I didn't into that white Jesus crap and all that stuff. I was in the world, and I was looking to go make myself something in the world, to go make money and stuff. That's what I was into. So I wasn't into no church and no religion. I wasn't into none of that shit.
Never years you think to be on the side of the
I'd be honestly like,
with this understanding. Hey, what do you have about yourself?
Yes. And I thought the God of the Bible was this nice guy.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know
I got
him as we know him right now.
Mm-hmm. I got Deuteronomy 28, scared the shit out of me. But in the second scripture I got, because GMS camp woke me up. He went out there with a Benjaminite brother. And one of the scriptures he read was in Matthew, blessed is he who was not offended in me. I was like, what the fuck was somebody be offended in the Bible for? Found out why now.
Yeah.
It's called balance. Somebody got to pay for this down here. So-called white people.
So that's why these guys, when they're trying to go for that entertainment, they're trying to go for that cloud, it doesn't add no value. They don't add no value to anybody out there.
Right.
Okay? What it says, these are...
It's the harbinger of death.
Will not profit these people, will not profit, what it said, not profit these people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And they're not profiting the people because they're not teaching, the fear of the Lord. They're not teaching the fear of the Lord. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude, 2/3 of our people, these Edomites in the heat, is kindled over you because you know your nationality. And you conform to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah by what this book said. And that shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. That's speaking of a finger count and a might be, or the RFID microchip and the brain interface chip. That's right.
Yeah. Yes, right here. This is actually real. Okay. If any of you have a tech background, you would understand how this actually works. Okay, this is real. Those internment camps are real. They are real. Okay? The way they torture you, waterboarding you, is real. The way they hold jakes down on the ground is real. Okay, so before we would get deployed, we would be trained on how to take down, okay, or subdue the people over there that we would be dealing with. And there's a pressure point, okay, on your vertebrae that you can put your knees on. It doesn't matter how strong you are, you can't get off. And me, I used to lift weight, and I still do. But I go, okay, I would have the biggest guy do it to me, and I can get him off if he didn't know how to put it on me right. But if you got it done right, even someone weighing 120 pounds could keep you down, just like that. They learn pressure points. Okay? They learn pressure points when what's his name? George Floyd said, I can't breathe. He couldn't breathe for real because you learn the thing that they learn, and he saw them learn, okay, they learn in law enforcement, okay, it's to cut off your circulation to get you down as quick as possible. You've seen them doing that right now with these ICE raids, where 4 or 5 of them will pile up, okay, on a jake that's, basically it's a day worker. How good of shape you would be?
Not at all.
Not at all. Our people walk around with diabetes. We got a heart problem. We got elevated blood pressure, all kinds of stuff. That's just internal stuff that we can't even see. So imagine now when you get stressed up and you walk in and you got 4 or 5 dudes, 250 pounds, wearing, Kevlar, and, get a weapon in your doggone face, get their knees get jumping all over you, and then everybody's just pulling the camera and is filming. And you gotta ask yourself, like, why is our people not doing anything about it? Because a lot of us in our state like that. But sheeps, man, we can't fight this man without your house shot.
That's right. Powers down here, Jacob. You better get into these scriptures and stop thinking it's so fucking entertainment for you down this demonic ass.
It's not. Okay? It's not. You don't need all that horn and all that stuff for that. Yeah, some of us put up videos of animation and stuff like that, but it's, some of us learn very differently. I like pictures. I like big pictures and stuff.
but that's how I get it though. That's how Jake learns some stuff. I get it. And then you know how we are. You the same way. We brothers. You gotta get your hands dirty to learn shit sometimes.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. I understand. I get it. But Jake, it's not a game, bro. Them brothers came out there and risked their lives for us to get this information. It's your job to do your part out here too, bro.
Yeah, and get out there and go do it. When I came into the truth, not the entertainment truth from IUIC and Sakari and them standing out there doing debate and all that stuff, that was entertaining because it was I never seen it before. Okay, but when I came into the truth from the true men of the Lord, starting with the elders and the teachers from Great Millstone and likewise brothers. Okay. What the hell do you think? I have books. I have like tons of these like that. Notes. This is notes. Yeah. Tons of these.
That whole
I started writing notes, man. I started writing notes. I don't be a hearer.
Right. You gotta be a doer of the word.
And on top of that, too, that should have lighted a fire in your eyes. Like, wait a minute. Now I know why it made sense. Yeah. When I heard about Deuteronomy 28, I go, it made sense. Did you know before I came into the truth, before I even heard about Deuteronomy 28 or knew what that was, I was telling people for like 15 years, I think I'm cursed. Shit. I was saying it all the time, I think I'm cursed. And I didn't know what I just kept saying it. I think I'm cursed. I keep thinking I kept saying it. When I heard Deuteronomy 28, I started crying.
That's right. Shit.
I was like, there it is. I knew it. Something was wrong. Something was wrong. How the hell I could put 500% effort into something like that and keep failing every single time? Right. How? How does that work?
That's a curse. All that you set your hand to do, you're going to fail at it.
How the hell? I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure it out. I mean, I was aggressive. 24/7. Okay? Didn't keep friends. Didn't go out. Didn't drink. Didn't do none of that stuff. I just dedicated my life trying to be somebody in this society. And I kept failing again and again and again and again. I had my bar set really high too, of course. Yeah.
Exactly.
I wasn't going for the low leap. I had my bar set high.
Yeah, shoot for the stars.
Yeah. So, because guess what? I had pressure from a child, man. I come from a family that shames you. Oh, they shame you. Okay, I'm like the prodigal son. That's me. I'm, that's how long I've been. What's the word that they use? Uh,
Black sheep.
well, yeah, I've been away from my so-called relatives, which I come from humongous ass doggone families. I've been away so doggone long right now. Every now and then, a lot of them think I'm dead. A lot of people think I'm dead. That's how long they haven't heard from me. And for some reason, the spirit can't even get me to go around, especially now that I'm awake, to even go around them like that.
It's repulsive to be around some family members, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's just and then that spirit that's been on them your whole time. How they treat you like shit.
Yeah.
You couldn't understand why they did you like that.
Yeah.
Just fuck over you just because you breathe, and then you come into this, you get an understanding there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because like parents, so to speak. Oh, they totally into that damn white Jesus shit and all that stuff. Like, oh, he was mulatto. Man, I ain't talking to you, man. Or the Ethiopians, I try to have that conversation. The Ethiopians and the Hebrew Israelites. We from Africa. Which state? Which our country in Africa? Why a Mongo ain't come and rescue us yet? Our people can't even accept the fact that we are of a royal lineage, man. Yasharala. Why would you not want to be doggone a king?
Want to be in servitude. I had you probably passed him on the way here. It's a dude who owned the church. He bragged to me about he a millionaire. He got a big old restaurant. Then there one time to get some brisket. I say, so you a minister? Opened up Deuteronomy 28:6 that he looked at me, he had fear in his face. I looked at him like I'll kick your ass in this motherfucker. He was a liar and a scumbag. That motherfucker gonna look at me and say, oh, it's cursed ham on us, and walked off. Our people know this, man. Our people know. Ah, damn, that shit fired me up right there. I can't stand Jacob.
Yeah, and then you have these guys. They're doing this. This is Jeremiah 23:32. It says, "Behold, I'm against them that prophesy false dream, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, and do tell them, of course, my people do err by their lies." Okay, talking about the white man can come into the kingdom. He can share in the money. How would you want to bring a guy that this? Look at it. These doggone like Merlin the musician. These doggone crackers here with the freaking doggone hoodie right here. They call him KKK. What are you, a visit or some shit? But actually, the leader of them is actually a grand visit. Okay?
A warlock.
Warlock. Crowning us on the ship like doggone Saudi. Okay? Or hit the nigga baby again like that. Feeding us those abomination and stuff like that. And all those things, okay, when I used to try to, when I was joined hand in hands with those crackers out there, I used to eat every damn thing. Just before I came into the truth, I was getting ready to go eat rattlesnake.
Oh
yeah. I was eating all that crap out there. Alligator, all that stuff. I was chewing all that damn stuff. And catfish is one of my favorite.
Whoa.
I was doing all that. Because this is what happens when you hang around with the heathens. You follow their ways.
You become a heathen.
Yeah. You're like, hey, you're a really good worker, And I used to get this all the time. Oh, you're not like the rest of them. Oh, you're different.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right I was damn different. I was a damn freaking sellout. I was a coon. That's what I was.
Didn't know better.
I didn't know any better.
Trying to taste the American dream, which was your fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you're damn right I was different. I was a coon. They like that shit, man. You're different from them.
Mm.
Let me tell you something here. I was actually made an ordinary white man. I was told, you know what? Blank, which is my corporate name, my slave name. We think of you as one of us. We really do. We really think of you as one of us. And did you know that was one of the best days of my life? I was like, oh my goodness, I finally did it. I finally did it.
Hey.
Okay? And that might sound like a joke to you like that, but this is the mindset of a lot of our people, man. I'm just saying it out loud.
That strong delusion that he put on the 2/3 of our people, it was on us once before. That's why when we come out here, we don't have nothing to be proud about. That's why we come out here, confess your sins to one another. That's why we come out here and tell you this shit.
Yeah.
But yet still, it's the mind frame of my people. It's Jeremiah 5:31. My people love to have it so. Want to be lied to.
We fought in darkness too, man. We were out there like brothers, and even after the elders, some will tell elder brothers, some will tell you they were selling drugs, they used to do this, they used to do that. Okay, that's what we were, man. But we got called out of it like that. And I think a lot of people can't comprehend the fact that, well, you used to do all those things and that, well, why should we listen to what's saying to you?
Wow.
Why we gotta listen to you?
That's right.
You're not listening to us, you're listening to Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, it says here, right here, it says, and by the light, it says, prophesy falsely, and said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, do tell them, of course, my people err by the lies, and by their likeness. That's why they're blowing the horn, making jokes. Their likeness. Oh, there's not going to be a Jacob's trouble. Yeah, there is a damn Jacob's trouble. We're in it right now. Okay? We're in Jacob's trouble right now. Oh, well, they're only gonna grab the criminals of Jake's off the street. Really? Let me tell you something here. The average ICE agent, unless they get overtime, makes about roughly, well, now they make about $89,000. And you might say, well, that's kind of money. Well, none of a loaf of bread costs over $17. Okay? Not anymore. Do you really believe that they're really looking? Trump is trying to get them to get 3,000 to grab 3,000 Jakes off the street a day. How many are actually going to want some regret it? So eventually they can have to, in order to make that quota, they're going to have to just grab you randomly. This is why it talks about, I think it's 2 Ezra 16. Okay. Let's go into that for a second right here, because you got to really seriously think about this. And those of you who've ever served in law enforcement, or you've been, in the military, okay, or you know people that might give you an insight of this, like that. Let's go into that and let's see how this would look.
All right, 2 Ezra 16 and 68. I'm rereading 68, and my point is 69. For behold, the burning wrath with great multitudes is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you with being idle things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
Now imagine, okay, Esau grab us up right now, okay, and see, this is why we should be telling you false prophets are there teaching a false read. Why they can lose the respect for you, okay, is they can call you and say, see, we knew you was full of fucking shit. You didn't believe what you were saying because we can just turn you just like that.
That's right.
We can just turn you just like that. But I'll continue on with that out. Okay. Those who consent to them, meaning that you go, okay, yeah, I give up, okay, part of the clandestine training that they do in the CIA, one thing that they do with you is they catch you, and they actually have a training like this actually in the Army, okay, where you learn evasiveness, okay, where you learn evasiveness. I forgot what it's called, but they capture you, and they do a mock torture to see how much information you're going to give up, okay?
Waterboard.
They'll waterboard you. They'll actually hit you and beat you. Okay, and this basically treat a lot of these like for Green Beret guys, and those snipers, they treating them for that. How much of this beating you're gonna take is the enemy is gonna do all kinds of. You might have a pliers to your nuts to pinch your nuts. Are you willing to give it up, or you're gonna run up giving up one of your nuts just to save, which could be your entire battalion? Okay, which could be your entire battalion. So when we come out here, we stand up boldly and we preach against the powers that be and tell them you're going to go in slavery. Okay, you're the wicked. You did this to us, and the scripture said this is what's going to happen to you. Okay, you stand your ground for the nation, for our nation. Okay, we the ones that stand up here. Yahweh Shem Shai set us up out here to bring out this gospel. We have to stand our ground for our nation. But if they turn around, they can turn you and say, "You give up." Well, I didn't believe what I was doing anyway. This was what Al-Qasad did. He goes, "Well, I was not into that and all that stuff." Well, what do? You don't think the wise can see that? He's full of shit.
He said, "We cosplaying out here."
Yeah.
You a hoe ass, you a hoe ass nigga, and you a gang member. You a bitch.
You're a bitch, man.
And then this is the crazy part. They could have had somebody sitting over there in that building, knock our ass off on some JFK shit.
Yeah.
And fuck it.
They don't necessarily have to come up. They don't necessarily have to come up here. They can take us out just like that. Okay? You don't think they're watching? Or they're going to watch afterward?
I'm gonna show you when we get back to the spot. I had two people high up in society let me know, hey nigga, I know you exist. I know they watch these videos. Yes. I know they see this. Ain't nothing to be said about.
What is that?
Yeah. and they that consider unto them to be had in
They
division,
can laugh at you. You weak ass nigga, man. See, we knew you damn, you was full of shit.
and reproach and trodden underfoot.
Yeah, they can go, yeah, they can. When you sit in that chair there and they go, you give it up and go, yeah, I didn't believe in y'all about Shimei Shai anyway. So,
I'll
yeah,
take it,
I'll take it like that. Give it to me like that. They can just slap you across and go, yeah, shit like that. They can laugh the fuck at you, throw you in a damn cell any damn ways. And guess what?
The kids.
Yeah, kill your kids. And guess what? Now you don't have the protection. How about Shimei Shai? And this man can't protect you. He don't have no use for you.
That's right.
His goal is to break you. That's why they like the shit called butt breaking. Okay? They butt breaking and stuff like that. Their thing was to control. That's what Esau likes to do. He likes to control. He likes to be in charge.
And them
Okay.
talking magpies. I love when the possible before I get on them like that. That just show us our age too. Them talking magpies, but they let you know they sellouts and they some coon and they was some cowards.
Yeah.
And then people follow them, pay them money to lie to them some more. And you know some of them dumb niggas still follow them anyway. It ain't gonna change.
Well, they ain't gonna change, but the light has been hidden from them.
Yeah.
They're in perpetual darkness, man. They're perpetual darkness. And Tuwali Shimei Shai, he chose men like us, and you hope to endure to the end, even at the expense of your life.
Prisoner of hope.
Okay? Continue on now.
For there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahweh Bashim.
But they can have that. That's going to be two parts too. You can have it internal, because you got a lot of jakes that they don't want to get the hell out of this. They looking at you with wide eye, like, what the hell you going to do? Why you always talking with that? Why you always talking blah 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 blah? And, you stand out there with a sign like this, people get very offended. Now this is on the back of the board. I use it all the time like that. And there's a lot of cars that park in the back of me when I'm out there. Okay. And they see that, and the first thing they think is, oh, that's just some angry nigga that's standing up out there. That's just some angry nigga that's standing up out there. I mean, I've had some come up to me, and a lot of time I don't catch it on camera because I know I would do live. Okay, because somehow my phone don't damn work. I don't get it, man. But so that's why I don't do live. I have to pre-record, and then go and upload it.
I always wondered.
Because it never works. It's just like enough. I go, for crap's sake, like I didn't sound there, but fortunately with this thing for like an hour, and so I don't do live for that reason. But they'll come and go, oh, he's dressed up. I've had one older Jake who's like Latino. He came up and bought his wife another time and go, I was telling my wife about you, and I was like, how neat dress you are. They came and they was like snapping photos of me dressed like this, in the gown, and going, yeah, he looks so neat. And look at those things that he created. Oh, honey, look, honey. I mean, really, we like Halloween to them every single day, man.
Mockery and reproach from the crowd.
Yeah. Okay. Then you have these other tribes that are going to be out here who are going to be like, get them,
Yep.
get them.
Yep.
You know how many people are right now that we're being grabbed up? All these cities, all across America, as they ramp this thing up. And they're not done with the snap incident here like that. Oh, they're not done with
That
that.
was just the beginning. That was a trial run.
Oh, did we talk about the same style for Brad?
Well,
So if that has to happen, how do you think that's going to happen?
what's the saying?
Okay.
We control the food and the money. We control the people.
Yeah. So Lord Yahweh Shemai Shai is going to keep his spirit on these people that come over. Right now, I think it was the secretary of who runs that. She said they're going to rebound the whole program, meaning that you have to reapply, and they're going to use AI.
Yep.
So they're going to put you through a whole abundance of red tape to go through. Oh, prove it. Oh, you're an able body. Show that you don't have a connected disability. Okay? Because you have a lot of Jakes when they deploy. You come back from the deployment, and you get all jacked up, nerve damage, all kinds of stuff going on. Oh yeah, brothers are suffering with stuff, man. You go there and you sit down to the VA talking with them like that. And I can remember I sat down, and there's this goop doctor sitting down there with this doggone eating my soda. Couldn't be no more than 19 years old. He had bad dreams, he having nightmares. Okay, certain jobs over there, let me tell you what you do in deployment. You sit in a doggone air-conditioned doggone building that they build over there and play freaking PlayStation all day, or freaking doggone whatever cases like that. So unless you're in the combat units to go out there and go do the patrol and all that stuff, that pretty much you're in a damn base. You're fighting against doggone people with doggone RPGs and nothing, layers and layers of doggone protection before they can get it. Which is not going to be the case when they go up against Russia and China. Okay, because they actually have cruise missiles that can actually come from the ocean into those bases and wipe out the entire brigade. But he goes, I have bad dream. 100% disability. It's called, what they call it, PTSD. How the hell you have PTSD? As a doggone E1. Your job basically is really just waiting for someone to tell you to go eat shit and piss. You ain't gonna function. You ain't working 20-hour days, 7 days a week. But when Jason come, you literally would have to have both of your arms missing, legs missing, one eye missing, and all that stuff. And maybe they'll give you 100% and then use you as a token nigga on their doggone VA brochures and stuff and go, see, the VA, we can help you. We care about you.
I got a piece of it. This is Sirach 26 and 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third that makes me angry. A man of war that suffers poverty, and a man of understanding. My brothers out there in the street corners that are that are not set by. And one that returns from righteousness sin. A dumb nigga who found out who we are, he returned to his vomit. The Lord Yahweh prepared such as one for the soul. Esau coming, nigga.
Why would you return back to your one? Why would you want to go back to that? Why would you want to go back to that? You don't have the faith to believe that. What is it said? Angels encompass those that fear the Lord. Yeah. I've never stood, even the other brothers I've done camp with, I've never stood out there. And everybody I've spoken to, I've never stood out there in fear of my life. Automatically go out there like that, whatever. Because I don't see these people as nothing more than blind people going by.
Oh man, bro, watch our video. You say it all the time. You people driving around completely oblivious in your metal coffin.
In your metal coffin.
I bug out when you say that shit.
Yeah.
It's the truth though. It's the truth. Completely oblivious and don't care. Just want to keep this fucked up ass society going. Shit.
So we're dedicated to this. You can't wait. You feel like shit if you can't produce a video, or you go, well, I said that last week and all that stuff. And brothers have different. You got brothers in this that put out like 4 or 5 videos a day, and I'm like, wow, man, that's my hero there, man.
Bro, I pray the Lord every day give me an increase. I'm not part of a group. Neither one of us are men of valor or great millstone. But bro, I want to do. Man.
And then you do it the way you do it, the Lord, for the Spirit. You do it like that. If you do it in PowerPoint, you like to put a little animation or whatever cases like that, and you do it to the best ability. I spell check my stuff, all that stuff like that, because guess what? You representing Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You put that out there. Okay, when I was in the world, I would never present something with error in it and I knew it was, and just put it out there like that. Why? You get your ass chewed out. So you don't think that the angels are looking how you doing things, how you representing?
Are you sincere?
Are you sincere? What's going in your head like that? Like, I'm too lazy to actually get the article and you just put it on the doggone screen. Why don't I just point the doggone camera on the wall and just talk to my ass? Nah, man, the Lord ain't dealing with that.
A little leaven left the whole lump.
Okay? You dealing with that. And if you deal with what you have to deal with, and people might look and go, Wayne, you boring. You boring. You don't know that. You can't get into that spirit of, I need more likes and all this stuff like that and stuff like that. It's not meant for you. The fact that we know who we are.
That's a blessing.
We seen the error that we made. We're repenting. Man, you can't ask for more than that. No. We got food to eat.
No.
If
you do this, the Lord will take care of you. He'll take care of you. Make sure you straight.
Yeah.
Jake ain't got no fear. Jake fear the court of public opinion.
And that's why you see these guys have been compromised. That's the reason why they're in that spirit of, what can I do to get my audience bigger? Okay, what can I do? Let's get matching t-shirts. let's walk down the street. You know, like I always call him Barney the dinosaur. You know, like let's do the march down like the Teletubbies down the street down here. Okay, let's go take a weapon and do weapons training. And let's film it and put it out there. Who are you gonna go fight against? You seriously? Who? We're sheeps. We go there. What is it? Wise as servant, harmless as dogs. So there's a way we go about doing this, and this the man that was set up to pave the way, and you learn from it, okay, and you deal with it the level that the Lord Yahweh shall give you. You don't have to go and get all crazy and start doing this. It says, and by their likeness, yet I send them not, nor commanded them. Therefore, they should not profit this people at all, said the Lord Yahweh Shai. Simple as this may seem, you know, you read Ezra, second Ezra, you might go into Jeremiah, Isaiah, okay, Job, you know, might now and then you go into Leviticus, you know, brothers will do a lesson on just warning the sisters, man, like, don't have that wanting eyes and stuff like that get in order, because this is what's going to happen. Okay? Each of those matter. As we speak today on Saturday, how many lives is going on? How many live shows are going on right now?
Yep.
Tons of live shows.
Yep.
Tons of live shows are going on right now. Brothers getting out there. You have to do the work. Okay? Because I say he can make stones get up there and go do this work.
We are not needed.
We're not needed. But you have the black who says what? Okay, he has a portion of his. Okay, that 130 left is his. No one can pry him out. One way or the other. If you were meant to do this work, the Lord will force your hand to it. He will force your hand to it. You go, you know what? I'm gonna spend more time and go trotting.
Take every dime you got.
Yeah, just like that. Some hockey, you put a block out right there, sit down there, go. Next thing you know, you go. What the hell? Let's go. Just saw you state nothing want to do.
That's like them people that you around. The Lord don't want you around them people. Remove them from you. If you don't have a sense enough to remove yourself from them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Well,
y'all ever notice that certain things will be blocked in your life?
Yep. And then them people that don't come in who knew about this, and then you keep talking to them about it, them same people will break your fucking heart.
Yeah. But there'll be certain situation that is blocked. Like, why did that block? Or you might be certain people maneuver or remove from you. Like there's certain things that happen. Sometimes a certain spirit will be on you to like not deal with somebody. But there's a reason for that. There's a reason for it. And it might not even be a bad thing for the other person or even a bad thing for you, but it's just shuffling around. Okay, I need you to go over here. I need you to go over here, or whatever cases like that. So in the time to come when you have, our people now starting to, seek this gospel to and fro, they're looking, okay, where those guys that were standing up out there like that? The Lord is going to block their ass from being able to find it. He's going to somehow keep us off the street. Okay, we might be able to still do it now from our living room, or they might just take it off YouTube altogether like that. The elect has been sealed. So now they're looking around and suddenly now you're important.
Yeah.
Oh, suddenly now, yeah, what's that? What was that you was talking about?
Oh, and it's like 11. Hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt your family members. Hell, it's gonna hurt you to a certain extent. Because you're gonna want to do this. Hell, if you out here for real, you want to do this. But at the same time, it's like, hey, let these people go, bro.
But also, you have brothers and talking about that, you hope to get that spirit of, what is it, praying off of these people?
Yes. Jeremiah 11 and 14.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 14 and 11.
Because we're naturally righteous people, whether we know it or not. And
got that zeal, just
we have that,
to knowledge.
We have that compassion, natural compassion, man. And that's why Jake them, they can't let go of Esau. Like I can't see him to get hurt.
That Christianity,
yeah, that's what's going on. Well, you got to do good and all this other stuff like that,
Bless them who bless you, curse them who curse you. Dumb motherfucker, that's talking about another Israelite. Love thy neighbor such as thyself. That's talking about another Israelite. I ain't talking about the heathen.
Yeah. And that's why, how should I say, he said, according to my anger, he's gonna have our people do unto the,
Micah 5.
yeah, Edom, according to my anger, okay? This is why the Lord is gonna put his anger, okay, in us. I don't have it yet. Oh, yeah, there it is. Ezekiel 25:14, it reads, therefore said the Lord, Edom. Okay, it says, let's go up to verse 13. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord, power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger. Imagine the anger, okay, of the power. Imagine the anger of Yahushua.
Yours don't hold a candle to this.
We can, if we can, because at the end of the day, you'll be conflicted in this society. I can easily sit down and I go, let's do a list on the wall right here and say, how much good things the white man did for me. He gave me a job. You know what? I had white friends, they invited me to their house, gave me a dinner, I got a turkey, they gave me a t-shirt, you can go on and on with the list. And so you can compel yourself or really tell yourself, you know what? I did them good. And this is the spirit that Jacob is in. Okay? You can really come up with all of that stuff like that. This is why they can't get to the point where they go, well, that was a long time ago. And Jacob in that spirit, that was a long time ago. So the Lord has to put his upon what it said. They shall do in Edom according to mine anger, not ours, because we're gonna. I can't show that. Get that scripture where we can dash them damn little crackers that are against the rocks, the stones. Okay, because you can look and go, oh, I can't do that to that baby. No, you really want me to give him an extra lick with that cat lion tail? Come on. Look at him. He's crying. He's all red from the beatings I already gave him already. He says, and according to my fury, they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord power. Okay? These top elites, why you think they can run the cave? Hide us from the face of death. Okay, when they can be in such great fear when the Mashiach return. See, they know. They know what's coming. They know what's returning. Okay? There ain't gonna be no reasoning. Okay, there ain't gonna be no partiality. You know what? I'm only gonna just do half-assed. I'm just gonna give you a little judgment like that. They know exactly what is coming. It's brutal. Jeremiah 16:16 telling you, you're gonna send them fishers first, and then hunters. Lord willing. Like I was telling the brother before we turned the camera on. Basically, almost for 30 years, I dream like I fly almost every night in my sleep. I shoot lasers over my eyes and my hand and levitate and do all kinds of stuff. That's the kind of dreams I have. I can't tell you. Walk through all of that stuff. But this is what I dream every night. Just last night I was fine. Again, I hardly walk in my sleep. I attribute it to watching too much of them damn Super Ricanos or whatever.
I love that.
I don't know what it is, but that's all I do.
I got some presets for you. Okay, this is Micah 5:15. And I will execute vengeance and anger upon the heathen, the other 17 nations, such as they have not heard. That's going to happen by the hand of the nation of Israel, starting off with the election. There's also Psalms 137:9. Happy shall he be that taketh thy little ones and dashes against the stone.
You can't do that to a baby. That's mean. You can't do that to a baby. You're going to dash babies to the stone.
The Levi's symbol, or they tied to horses by the arm.
Yeah,
leg,
and then smite the horse and the horse pull aside. Yeah.
Hang Eve, cut her belly up, the baby fall out, they stomp the baby, maybe even burn Eve alive while it's happening. Cut your brow off, put in a jar, the delectable Negro.
Oh, let's take a look up close. Oh, we can't do that, right? But let's see. Look at this. You see that? Huh?
ain't
You see this?
It ain't nobody for no reason.
I can't tell you how many videos I got pulled off, go taken off my channels because it's showing this. This is what they did to us. Okay, if you can see a picture, that means it's recent.
Huh.
Okay, you can see a picture, it's recent. Here it is. You put out, they put all this stuff out there. You get it. They can show it on the National Geographic YouTube channel and all the other channels out there, and that's educational. But when we bring it out, suddenly,
It's
Okay.
dying. My phone's dying.
okay, is it dying?
Yeah, it's pretty much dead.
I have a additional charger.
You probably got an iPhone. Android. It's like I
I got
got
a second here. Finish it up. I'll
so we gonna take our little one just dashing against the stone. Like Zach and Eve, they gotta pay for this. Regardless of whatever it is you think will feel Zach and Eve, it's over. It's over. They gotta pay for this. Again, filthy lucre, teaching things that's not ought to be taught. They gonna pay for that crap down here. A complete coon and a idiot. And it's all bad, Jake. It's all bad, bro. The Lord, how not playing with us. I'm dead. It's all right, bro. It's completely dead. It's okay. We can just finish up. Okay. Should have paid more attention.
You have this? Is that's
No, that's for Android. Yep, I pretty much figured that's how it's gonna go. It's all it completely died, so it is what it is. Okay. So. Normally I bring a charger out here, but like you know how I told you, my Jeep, I put it in the shower. Okay. And again, Shalom, Malakim, Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Patriarch, Thumb. Since we're sitting here, this Jeremiah 30 and 16. Because the heathen not getting in on this, regardless of whatever it is, anybody think will fit. Therefore, all they that devour thee, the other 17 nations, shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them without exception, shall go into captivity. And they, the other 17 nations that spoil thee, shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give full price. This Judith, I read this morning. This is Judith 16 and 17. But this Judith 16 and 16. For all sacrifice is too little for a sweet savor unto thee. The Mount Cyrus from the other nations, the heathen. And all the fat is not sufficient for thy burnt offering. But he that feareth the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shai is great of all time. Woe unto the nations, the other 17 nations that rise up against my kindred, my fellow Israelite, man, woman, or child. The Lord Yahweh by Shema Shai Almighty will take vengeance of them in the day of judgment, and putting fire and worms in their flesh, and they, the other 17 nations, shall feel them and weep forever. That's called balance. You got to give what you gave.
That's right. Okay. So, Lord willing, the elect. You have anything else? Lord willing, the elect was edified today. Okay. Just keep the faith, Jay. Keep the faith, and avoid listening to these false prophets out there that's telling you, okay, or trying to convince you that it's okay for you to think or want or desire okay, the wicked, which is these doggone Edomites, okay, these people, okay, and the other tribes that follow in the dog nations, okay, that are gonna be our servants in the kingdom, that you should desire to show compassion for them and share your reward. No.
No.
Hell no.
And I have,
Okay? It's ours. Be selfish. Okay?
one more.
The Mashiach, he died so we could be saved. Okay?
This is Daniel 7:24. Yes. And the kingdom and dominion, which will be given to the Israelites, and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, Yasha Allah, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. And all the things shall obey and serve him, like Abishai, King David, and the rest of the election. Call Lord Yahweh Shemel Shach, Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shach Hayah.
Right. Okay? So I will leave that was edified. Turn to east, give over on to, yeah.
He's that way.
Oh, answer?
Yeah, that's,
Oh.
yeah, that's all good.
Oh, okay.
I should have corrected.
Yeah, okay. Give over and on to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Dash. The one to teach us, and of course, a great book, so my God's brothers, who know this truth. Thank you for this, you. Brothers to say, Shalom.
Shalom. We're talking about the ball.
That's right. DTA ball, always.
Thanks a lot for coming, bro.
And you, how do you turn this off?
Okay, let's see. Is it? Yeah, it should be. Oh, right there. My bad. I'm sitting there looking at it. Got it.